welcome to a life of purity. You are watching Sattva channel. Namaste and welcome to another episode of Sattva. Today we are going to make a chutney, but this chutney is going to be a zero waste recipe. How is that? Because it's going to be made out of a peel of a fruit. What fruit is that? One of my favorites, full of vitamin C. It's the orange. So you can get a desi orange, you can get any local orange that you get around, and after you're done eating the fruit, let's see how we can use the skin, the peel of the orange to make a delicious chutney. Let's dive into this recipe. Firstly, I'm going to slice open the orange and remove the peel. You could use the orange to make a juice or just eat it with your breakfast, and make sure that you save the peel and try this recipe for sure. There are many ways of using the orange peel. It smells delicious. You can just dry them, sun dry or shade dry them, and make them into potpourri. Really easy. You can even make some marmalade out of the peel. There are a lot of herbal cleaners that can be made out of the peel. There are many recipes online that you can look at. If you want to make your kitchen a zero waste space, if you want to use up everything and try and not waste even the peels of your fruits and vegetables, there are many recipes that you can look at to utilize them. So now I have my peels out and I'm going to make sure that I scrape out the white portion. All of this white has to be scraped out, and all we need is the orange part of the skin. So I'm just going to use the knife and slice out the white as much as I can. So here I have removed all of the white bit. I've scraped it out. Here are the scrapes, and now we are left with a thin slice of the outer skin, and we're going to chop it up into small pieces. So there we have the peels, orange peels chopped up into tiny pieces, and it smells heavenly in here. So mud pot is heating. Meanwhile, I'm going to chop a green chili, and now to the heated mud pot I'll be adding some sesame oil. And as the oil heats up, let's take some mustard seeds, and while the mustard seeds splutter, I'm going to take one stem of curry leaves. And now to this, let's add in the chopped green chilies. And the next thing that goes in is the chopped orange peels. Now while the orange peel is roasting in the spices and oil, I have some tamarind, imli soaking in hot water. So I'm just going to mash it and make it into a pulp to be added to this lovely fragrant chutney in the making. So when you keep toasting the orange peel and the spices in the oil, the orange peel pieces will start to shrink, and that's how you know that they are getting cooked. And now it's time to add the tamarind pulp. So I've put about 2 strains of the same imli pulp. I've taken a small lemon-sized ball of tamarind, soaked it in hot water and strained it twice, and now the orange peel is cooking in the imli water. To this, I'm going to add some salt and jaggery. So meanwhile that the orange peel is cooking in the tamarind sauce and the jaggery and spices, we'll just lower the heat and allow it to simmer. And on the side, we're going to put another mud pot on the heat. And here we're going to toast some sesame seeds. So now we're toasting the sesame seeds, and they've started to pop, and at this point in time I am going to turn off the heat and allow the sesame seeds to toast in the heated pot. That's the benefit and the good part about cooking in a mud pot. It takes a little while to heat up, but when it does, it stays hot for a very long time. So you can save a lot of the energy, a lot of the gas, shut it off, and your food is still cooking. So the sesame seeds are nice and toasted, and I'm going to toss it into a blending jar and make it into a powder. So there, a toasted sesame seed powder is ready. I'm going to mix most of it into the orange peel chutney here. So if you're eating it On a regular day, you can just throw in all of this powder into the chutney and mix it up. But if you're presenting it to some people, maybe you would want to keep the sesame powder for garnish. And now it's time to plate it up. I have this lovely shell of a coconut, and I'm going to use this to pour out my chutney. So there we have our orange peel chutney, tangy, sweet and spicy, ready to be eaten. And I'm going to garnish this with the rest of the toasted sesame powder. Do try it and enjoy this lovely chutney.